had seen so much work that talked about, and very strong and very good work, right? That talked about educators of color, use terms like BIPOC and things like that. And oftentimes, Black educators were kind of, a piece of the story and not the whole story, right? Or the whole narrative, or even controlling the narrative of what was being said about them, right? And so this volume kind of says, well, I'm not dismissing the importance of what it means to have educator diversity within the workforce, right? What I am saying is that there's something unique to being a Black educator that needs its own space and time. And that there were very few volumes, edited volumes or written narratives that specifically focused on Black educators. And so this book kind of tries to uh, narrow the focus more specifically on our experiences in classrooms and in schools and in school districts, intentionally centering what it means to be a Black educator in classrooms and schools, but through a lens of how schools operate as very anti-Black spaces, right? We're not just talking about racist spaces. We're not just talking about sort of oppressive spaces writ large. No, there's something unique about anti-Blackness that's happening in schools that isn't just happening in the children. It's happening to the educators and the leaders in those spaces as well, right? So I wanted to kind of tell that story, but not stay there, right? But to try to project forward that yeah, we've been navigating anti-Black school structures and policies since the inception of schools, right? But somehow we've maintained ourselves and sustained ourselves and dreamed in ways that provide the type of freedom, the freedom experiences in classrooms, the freedom experiences in the community, that still sort of permeate today, right, in society today. And we see the byproducts of that in all types of different movements. Look at, Black Lives Matter, et cetera, right? And so the idea is sort of, just to kind of get back to your question, is that this overarching view really narrates our experiences navigating those structures, but also shines a light on the ways in which we've used what we've learned in schools, use school classrooms and spaces to spurn the type of activism, leadership, freedom dreaming, right, that we're seeing in folks like Angela Davis and all these other sort of great Black leaders and figures, right? A lot of that stuff started in schools and classrooms, right? And so I just wanted to kind of tell that story.